Hi guys. Okay, so I know I didn't do a video last week, but it was one of those weeks where it kind of just like slips away from you without noticing. Anyway, today I'm doing a video, and this video is going to be 50 facts. Yay! Um, Basically, it's just me telling you 50 weird facts about myself because I felt like it was a good idea. Alright. 50 facts about myself. Number one is my name. I hate it. Not really hate it, but I'm not too fond of it. My first name's super common, and I don't like it. I would prefer something a little less common, just so people could be like, "Oh, that's unique." Um, my middle name's okay, probably because I don't hear it nearly as much. And my last name I really don't like because in school I was constantly teased about it all the time. So that's fact number one. Fact number two. You can see it. I don't know if you guys can see these, but fact number two is my height. I'm exactly 5 feet. I'm just so short. It's horrible. I wish I was taller, but I'm not. So yeah. Fact number three, if you can see it, I don't know if you can, is I like the colors turquoise and deep purple. And I like a lot of other colors too, but those colors are the two colors that kind of, I like the most. Number four, you guys can see it. I seriously don't think you can. I think this was all pointless. Number four is I don't like my penmanship. Growing up, I always had like this really sloppy, like really small run together penmanship, and I always wrote really fast. So I never had the big swoopy girly penmanship. Plus there were like a few things like I always have to remind myself to connect my O's and my zeros. My threes and my fives always look the same. I always cross my T's too low, and all my letters seem to connect because I never really lift my pencil up super high. So that was a thing. And then also my oldest brother had really nice handwriting that almost looks super girly, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have really nice handwriting like that. And it was really bad, so I always hated my handwriting. Number five is I really don't think you guys can see this. Anyway, you kind of can. Anyway, five is I have a huge phobia of bees and wasps. Please don't try to troll me with this. It literally is horrible. I know they're tiny little creatures and all of that, but I'm so scared of them that anytime I hear buzzing of like any sort, I'm just like, oh my god, where is it? Where is it? And I start like panicking and freaking out, and it's horrible. Although, one good thing that I kind of think is I can tell the difference now between a fly's buzzing and a bee's buzzing. If you don't think there's a difference, there's a difference. Try being afraid of one of them, you'll find out that there's a difference. Two extra cards. Okay, six is the movie Deep Blue Sea. I watched that when I was like 5 with my dad and like my brothers. My mom was at work, and it was really dark in the house, and she came home, and I was supposed to be taking a nap, and we were watching the movie Deep Blue Sea, which, if you don't know what that is, it's like a bunch of sharks that get all like gigantic and they attack people and eat people and all that. I'm not exactly sure how it ended because I had to go take a nap, but ever since watching that movie, I've been terrified of sharks. I don't know why. So much to the point where when I was younger, I used to think that sharks, like big great white sharks, could come out of the drain, and when I was like taking a bath or a shower, they would eat me. Yeah, that went away when I was like 12. So yeah, that's a thing. Um, Number 7 is I really like writing a lot. It's like, even though I hate my penmanship, I love writing. Ever since I was 10, I've wanted to be an author. I have like a really good imagination, supposedly. Um, it's like my main way of communicating with everyone. That's the best way I can tell you how I'm feeling. If I want to say something and like have it be, meaningful, I actually have to write it down first, which is kind of sad because I feel like it kind of takes away from the seriousness of what I'm saying. It's just I'm too afraid of messing up, so that, yeah. Number 8, you can see that. I actually need glasses. I have glasses, and I'm supposed to wear them. And I do wear them, except for in pictures and videos. I hate my glasses. I hate the way they make me look. And normal people would be like, oh, well, I don't like my glasses, but I need them to see and to read. So I'm just gonna wear contacts. And my reaction to that is I don't want to do that because I don't want to poke myself in the face. So, yeah. Number 9! Yay, number 9! You see that too? I don't know. Okay. I'm an introvert. I am like super uncomfortable in social situations. It's really hard for me to like get out of my shell and talk to people. Um, that's just the way I am. I'm not super outgoing, and mainly because I think I'm annoying people when I talk, honestly. So yeah, I'm super an introvert. But then if I get to know you and I actually feel comfortable around you, yeah, I talk nonstop. 10. Okay. It's super easy to make me laugh. Like, almost too easy. And it's kind of annoying because most people are like, oh, say something and it's not that funny, but I think it's hilarious. And then I also have these moments where I'll start laughing uncontrollably at something that's not really that funny, or something that happened yesterday and it's really random. And on top of that, I hate my laugh. Well, I don't hate it, but I think it's super annoying, and a lot of people are like, oh, your laugh is so much funnier than the actual joke, and I'm like, yeah, you suck. So that's the thing. 11. I'm allergic to cats. They're my favorite animal, and I've always wanted a cat, and at the place we live in right now, the only pet we can really have is a cat. And I really miss pets because I've had them like my entire life, but now we don't. The only pet we can have is a cat, and I'm allergic to cats. That wasn't when I was younger. It was weird. I went to visit my grandparents in New York, and my great-grandparents had cats, and suddenly I was allergic to them, and it was the weirdest thing, and super annoying too. So, allergic to cats. 12 is... Okay. So, I have this, like, really weird thing where I get nervous around attractive people. Like, if I think you're attractive, even if you're a girl, and I'm straight, but even if you're a girl and you're, like, attractive and you're prettier than me, which is, like, everyone basically, I get super nervous around them. And if I'm attracted to you, I'm like, so. And I can't really, yeah, I can't talk to people. And if, like, an attractive person talks to me first, more than likely I'm really confused, and I'll just kind of, hi. And then people think I'm rude because I'm not really talking to them. I'm not rude, I'm just confused and shy, so, yeah. 14 is I drink a lot of tea, more than probably anything else. That and soda. I don't know why. I just like tea. It tastes good, especially sugary tea. My favorite kind is Arizona tea, and for some odd reason, I actually, over like the past few months, have discovered I really like McDonald's sweet tea. It's probably like a heart attack in a cup, but I really like it. I don't know why. So yeah, sweet tea is awesome. 14. Okay, so my favorite type of weather is rainy and cloudy and gray, and lately we've actually had that type of weather even though it's summertime. Um, but it's funny though because I hate the cold. I would much rather be hot and warm, but I love rainy, cloudy weather, so I don't know why that is. I'm like a contradiction of all types of sorts. I think this is a 15. And that's another thing about my handwriting. My 3s and my 5s look a lot alike. Okay, this one is music. I like all kinds of music, no matter what it is. I grew up listening to a whole bunch of different things: rap, country, Christian, gospel type stuff, rock, all kinds basically. And as I grew older, I actually discovered blues, which I actually really like. And I like a lot of acoustic, kind of softer music. Um, but I usually prefer songs that have like meaning, like not so much, oh, stand up and be yourself, because everyone says that. And but just has some form of meaning, and other than just, oh, I like country music and we're going to talk about how we lost our wives or lost our dogs, or rap music's about, oh, bunch of money and all of that. And I know that's stereotypical and it's not all artists, but things like that. Okay, 16. Okay, I seriously don't know if you guys can see this, but here, hopefully move it up and just hold it there for a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a 16. To me it looks blank, so I'm assuming to you it probably looks blank. But 16 is I am technically an only child. And I say technically, I mean my dad used to be married to a woman who had 3 children, sons. So, technically speaking, I have had brothers, and I still kind of consider them my brothers, even though I haven't talked to any of them for a really long time. Well, not a really long time, but a few months. But yeah, technically I'm an only child because I'm my father's only child. So yeah. 17. You guys see that? Okay. 17 is that I believe in ghosts. Which is funny because I don't believe really in any other supernatural events or, aliens or whatever. But I believe in ghosts. And it's so weird. And I don't know why. I think it was because when I was younger I was convinced my bedroom was haunted. Or the hallway leading to my bedroom. It was haunted. No one else believed me, but... Okay, so 18 is... I kind of have... Well, I don't kind of have, I do have. I have a disability known as cerebral palsy, which, when I was a kid, resulted in people going, oh, Jenny, you can't do this, be careful, be careful, be careful. Or whenever I tell someone that I have this disability, they're instantly like, oh, I'm so sorry, I feel so bad for you. And I don't really like that because there are a bunch of kids that have the same disability and they are in wheelchairs and can't walk, and some of them can't even talk or take care of themselves. So I'm a lot better off than those people. So yeah. I'm really grateful that I found it the way I am. Okay, 19. 19 is I love candles more than anything else. More than flowers. I like the way they smell. Yeah, that's another thing. Is if you get me candles, they have to smell good. You can't just give me a candle that doesn't smell good because it ruins the point of the candle. So yeah. 20. I think, yes. 20. Okay. I still don't know if you guys can see these. Who knows? My favorite number is 4. I don't know why. I just like that number, 4. It's very nice. Yeah, if you're 4, I more than likely probably am jealous of you. Oh, that makes me sound like I'm not a pedophile. That was creepy. 21. 21 is I like taking pictures of people when they're not paying attention. Like the paparazzi. That makes me sound like a creep. I'm not a creep. I like the pictures because it makes them seem more realistic and more alive than if someone were just like posing. So, yeah, I'm not a complete creep, I promise. I don't just take pictures of random people. I actually only do that to people that I know because I would feel bad for taking pictures of other people. 22. I don't know if you guys can see that either. It's a thing. 22 is I'm actually better at painting than drawing, and I like it a bit more probably because I'm better at it. So yeah. '23. I constantly worry about literally everything. No matter what it is. Most people are like, oh, worrying about something, and something happens within a week, and they're like, oh, well, that's big and kind of stressful. But it's okay, because I have like 5 days until I have to worry about it. Me, I'm more like, I have 5 days to worry about it, and oh my god, this is super scary. Yeah. 24 is I have social anxiety. And I'm not saying social anxiety like, wow, social anxiety is so cool. I'm saying like I legitly have social anxiety. It's horrible. I don't go out very much, which then makes me socially awkward because I have social anxiety, which means I don't experience a lot of social things and I don't know how to interact with people. So yeah. 25. 25 is my favorite scent. It's jasmine, but it's not my favorite flower. My favorite flower is lilac. So that's interesting. Just throw that out there. 26. Wait, that is 26, right? 26. 26 is kind of weird because I'm patient when it comes to everyone else except for myself. Or if I don't like you. If I don't like you, if you say anything, more than likely I will want to hit you. But yeah, other than that, I'm usually pretty cool with everyone, unless it's me and I can't get something right, and then I'm sitting there like, oh my god, what the hell is wrong with me? So yeah. 27. Maybe do this. 27. My favorite season is fall. I do this thing where every season I want it to be a different season, but when it's fall, I'm just like, I like this because it's not snowing, it's not super cold, but it's gray and the colors are all pretty, unless you live in like Oregon and it just goes from green to brown. But yeah, so I like fall a lot. 28. Is I hate snow. I really do. I hate it. I don't like it. It's wet, it's cold, you fall in it. When it freezes, it turns to ice and you slide all over it. I used to be kind of okay with it because I didn't experience it a lot, but we moved recently and it snows more here a lot during winter. And I used to have to walk to school in it, and there was like this little hill outside of our apartment area that never got like shoveled or salted, so it got super icy because people would walk on it, and it was not fun. I would fall multiple times, and it just made the day horrible. It's only fun when it's like a couple times, then it's like, oh, look, snow, and then after like 3 times, you're just like, no. 29. You see that now? Okay. 29 is, I find tattoos attractive on men and women. I don't know why. I just think they look nice. I wouldn't have a ton of them myself, but I would kind of like to get some. 30. Oh my goodness. No way. 30. "30" is kind of weird. I actually have, everyone kind of has their favorite accents. My favorite accent is British, and I don't know if that's super weird. Anyway, it kind of makes me think though, if a ton of like American girls are like sitting there going, oh my goodness, British accents, or Australian or whatever, or Australian or Irish or whatever. Do British people or other people like Irish, do they sit there and go, oh my goodness, boys with American accents are so cute? Or are we just weird? Like, are we the only ones that pay attention to accents? Because I feel like we do. 31, maybe if I can, I don't even know why I'm using these anymore. You guys probably can't see them, but I've made these cards, and they took forever, so, cards. 31. I eat really weird things. Like, really weird things. Like, one time I made like this tuna thing, and it had like tuna inside of it, and then I melted cheese, and it was gross. It was gross. But tuna melts are good, and I don't understand how that works. Like, is it the bread? What is it? I don't know. 32? Yes, this is 32. 32 is so whenever I meet someone new, I literally will wait for the other person to introduce me. I won't talk to them until I've been introduced to them. And I can't introduce myself. Like, I mean, if I had to, like in a situation of a job interview or something. But if it's like a social situation, I literally just kind of sit there and stare at them awkwardly until either they introduce themselves or the other person realizes that they forgot to introduce us. "33. Um, I am, when I was a kid, I used to like hate reading so much to the point where like my mom was like, you need to read more. So she made me read a half hour every day. And now it's really funny because I love reading and it's so weird and I love writing and like the only thing that I can ever imagine is like, what if my mom had just like not cared, you know, and just made me like not read and then I'd feel so empty inside. I would feel so empty. So that would, yeah. 34? Does it help if I hold it further away? It looks like it does. See, alright, I got it now. Over halfway through and I just figured it out. 34 is, I actually really like cooking and baking, but I don't do it a lot just because we have a tiny kitchen and I prefer to do it when I'm home alone. I don't know why. I think it's because I don't like people being in the kitchen when I'm in the kitchen. Like, my dad will come home from work and I'll be like putting dishes away or something, and he'll come home and he'll be like, hey, and like he'll start like making his dinner, which is understandable because he worked all day and he's hungry. But I literally kind of get this urge to like stab someone if they're in the kitchen when I mean, that sounds so violent. I just sounded so violent. I'm not violent. I promise. But yeah, I don't like when people in the kitchen, but I like cooking. 35. What? 35. Oh wait, maybe I think we discovered this. Closer. Closer. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Okay, 35 is, I kind of just made it very obvious just a minute there. I get distracted easily, but I'm actually very I'm easily entertained, but I also get distracted easily. So I'll be like, oh, doing something, and then I'll just be bored. And then I'll have some other way to entertain myself, and it's super strange. 36. I keep doing that. 36. Can you see it? I don't know. Anyway, 36 is I care less about my belongings, but if someone gives me their things, I'm like, okay, have to put it in a glass case, seal it. Even if I only have it for a day, I'm like super just, I need to take care of it because it's someone else's, and I would feel so bad if it was like, oh, hey, thanks for giving this to me. I kind of may have broken it. 37. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, there it is. Kind of. 37 is, I am 18 and I don't know how to ride a bike. I used to kind of when I was younger. I was just barely learning how to ride a bike, and then something happened and I kind of just stopped riding bikes, and I got too tall for the bike that I had and I never got another one, so I never really learned how to ride a bike. I don't know how to ride a bike. So yeah, that's interesting. 38. 38 is, I have literally never ridden a roller coaster in my life. I don't know why. It's never happened. And even if there's like an area where it's like, oh, you can ride this, it's a roller coaster, one of those real things that you sit in. I know that's not a roller coaster, but basically any ride like that I've never ridden, just because when there are rides like that, I'm just like, oh, I don't want to ride it. No, I'm not going to do it. So yeah, never ridden a roller coaster. I can't say roller coaster apparently. This is 39? 39? Yes, this is 39. So number 39 is, I don't like large crowds. This has resulted in me not going to concerts or big shows or anything, because if we're standing in a large crowd, I instantly feel like I'm going to be the one to get trampled because I don't have good balance. 40. We only have 10 more to go. 40 is, I actually like grocery stores. not like Walmart where it's like, oh, food and clothes. No, I mean like Safeway where you can like just buy your food and that's like the only thing you buy. I love grocery stores, especially late at night or early in the morning when there's no one there. It's super awesome, and I would love to work in a grocery store at like those times just because I think it's super cool, and I love 24-hour grocery stores because those are the best. Go and see all the creepy people in there. 41? Yes? Okay, 41 is I hide from my family. Like, I'm not so much anymore, but we used to have a really big family, and whenever there were like family meetings or anything, I would kind of, well, not family meetings, but family gatherings, like big holidays. I would only go out when I had to, and then I just hide from them because it was super chaotic, and I honestly didn't like a lot of them. So, yeah. 42. You see that? 42 is I actually keep my fingernails like cut really really short and my toenails, but this doesn't really relate to that. Because if I didn't, I would bite my fingernails, so I keep them cut really short. And my nana used to hate that. You cut your fingernails too short. 43. Don't you love how my 43 just looks so delicious right there? Probably can't even see it. Oh, you kind of can. 43 is tapping. When people tap, a lot of other people find it annoying, but I actually find it kind of soothing, and I don't know why. 44. Video games. I love video games. Not like Call of Duty where you have to shoot a bunch of people, but like Sonic and Mario Kart and like anything where there's like a certain destination you have to reach at a certain amount of time. Well, not necessarily a certain amount of time, but you have to reach a kind of destination and like there are things going on and it's super cool. I also like the World of Warcraft. Is that what they're called? I think that's what they're called. And I like the Tekken games where you fight. Those are fun. And but when I was younger, it was really funny. I used to like the racing games, and I used to actually try to participate and do what I was supposed to do in the amount of time. But as I grew older, I just started kind of just driving around on the video game and not participating in the race at all. 45. Okay. 45 is I actually it's probably so weird. It's I love playing crossword puzzles, but I hate those or word searches. But I hate crossword puzzles. I love word searches, but I hate crossword puzzles. They're super frustrating, and I just kind of want to throw things. 46. Can you see that? Anyway, 46, whether you can see it or not, is I have nightmares and I also have insomnia. So it's like when I try to sleep, I'm like in this world of, oh my gosh, what is going on? And it's super horrible. So yeah, I have sleep problems. Yay! But I'm sure everyone kind of has their own sleep problems. 47 is I'm actually extremely guarded. I think this kind of has to do with being an introvert and being all shy and having social anxiety. It takes a lot for me to like actually trust someone. I don't actually ever consider having like a really good exact friend just because I don't really talk to people. Plus, I've always been that person that people only hang out with when they have nothing better to do, so yeah. 48. 48. I don't know if you guys can see that yet. I should figure out how to make these more visible. Anyway, 48 is my favorite holiday. It's Christmas. And not just because we get gifts. I could honestly care less about that. I care more about watching, and yes, I know I'm 18, I should be over this, but I love watching the Christmas shows like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Frosty the Snowman, and decorating the Christmas tree, and the Christmas lights, and the candy canes, and cookies, and oh my goodness, all this stuff. So yeah, I love Christmas, not because of the gifts, but because of like the other things. Like, just I feel happier, and I think other people are happier too. But I don't know. 49. 49 weird fact about me is I don't know how to drive. I have my permit, but I've had it since like last summer, and I still haven't really driven, so I don't know how to drive. Super crazy. Um, cause oh my gosh, you're just scary as hell. And also number 50. We're all done. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is kind of weird. I honestly, when I like something, whether it's a person, a TV show, or a band or something, I kind of like become obsessed with them until I find something else, like another musician or another actor or something. And it's super weird and creepy, and no one else understands it, but I'll be like, oh, I love this thing. I have to talk about it 24/7 and figure out everything I need to know about it. And and my friends are just like, what are you doing? Okay, yeah, we've heard about this like 10 times, and we don't really need to hear about it. But yeah, that's what I do. I just get obsessed with things, and it's super weird and scary. Do you guys do that too? Please tell me you do, because I seriously feel so alone. And maybe we have similar obsessions, and we can talk about it together. We should do that. Anyway, this is my 50 facts video, and it was probably really crappy, and you probably couldn't see the numbers, and I'm terribly sorry about that. But I tried, and that is the only thing that matters. Anyway, if you guys like this video, or have some of the weird things that I have, you should like it, or subscribe maybe, or favorite it, or you could just sit there and make fun of it with your friends. That works too. Anyway, hopefully you guys, I will be able to create videos more often, and I will see you guys next week hopefully, and you should do your own video. Have a lovely